지난 1993년 도널드 트럼프와 두 번째 부인 말라 메이플스의 결혼식. 뉴욕 프라자 호텔에서 열린 결혼식에 미성년자 성범죄로 유죄 판결을 받았던 억만장자 제프리 엡스타인이 참석한 사실이 30년이 지나 처음으로 확인됐습니다. 미국 CNN은 새롭게 공개된 사진과 영상에서 트럼프와 엡스타인의 관계를 보여주는 새 단서가 드러났다며 사진을 공개했습니다. 같은 해 열린 뉴욕 할리 데이비슨 행사에서는 두 사람이 함께 있는 사진이 확인됐고 1999년 빅토리아 시크릿 패션쇼 영상에선 웃으며 대화하는 장면이 포착됐습니다. CNN은 이번 보도를 엡스타인과 트럼프 관계의 또 다른 퍼즐 조각이라고 전했습니다. 하지만 트럼프 대통령은 보도에 대한 확인 요청에 농담하는 거냐고 반문한 뒤 CNN을 가짜뉴스라고 부르며 전화를 끊었다고 CNN은 보도했습니다. 백악관은 성명을 통해 맥락 없는 화면 캡처에 불과하다며 대통령은 오히려 엡스타인을 자신의 클럽에서 내쫓은 사람이라고 반박했습니다. 엡스타인의 성 접대 리스트에 트럼프가 있는 것 아니냐는 의혹이 가라앉지 않은 가운데 하원 공화당 지도부는 예정보다 일찍 여름 휴회에 들어가기로 했습니다. 일부 공화당 의원들까지 엡스타인 관련 문건 공개를 촉구하자 정치적 파장을 우려한 조치라는 해석이 나옵니다. 뉴욕타임스는 정치적 부담을 피하려는 시도로 하원이 사실상 마비됐다고 지적했습니다. 한편 미 법무부는 엡스타인의 공범으로 유죄 판결을 받은 전 연인 길레인 맥스웰을 재조사 중이라고 밝히며 의혹 규명 의지를 강조했습니다. 하지만 민주당은 이를 또 다른 물타기 수사라며 강하게 반발하고 있습니다. SBS 장선입니다.
미 백악관은 오는 25일부터 시작하는 트럼프 미 대통령의 스코틀랜드 출장에서 월스트리트 저널 취재진을 배제하겠다고 밝혔습니다. 허위, 명예훼손 행위를 그 이유로 들었는데 미성년자 성착취범 제프리 엡스타인과 트럼프 대통령의 친분을 다룬 지난 17일 보도를 문제 삼은 겁니다. 월스트리트 저널은 지난 2003년 트럼프 대통령이 엡스타인의 50살 생일을 축하하며 장난스럽고 외설적인 그림을 그려넣은 편지를 보냈다고 보도했습니다. 트럼프 대통령은 이 보도에 대해 기자 2명과 모기업 소유주인 루퍼트 머독을 상대로 우리 돈 14조 원의 소송까지 제기했습니다. 헤지펀드 출신 억만장자인 엡스타인은 지난 1994년부터 10여 년간 미성년자들을 성착취한 혐의로 2018년 체포됐다가 이듬해 수감 중 숨졌습니다. 자살로 결론 났지만 여전히 많은 의문이 남은 가운데 엡스타인이 유명인들의 성매매를 중개했다는 리스트의 존재가 뜨거운 감자가 됐습니다. 펜 본디 법무부 장관이 곧 리스트를 공개할 것처럼 했다가 리스트가 있다는 증거가 없다며 말을 바꾸면서 논란이 커졌습니다. 백악관도 민감하게 반응하고 있습니다.
The president has said if the Department of Justice and the FBI want to move forward with releasing any further credible evidence, they should do so. As to why they have or have not or will, you should ask the FBI.
대선 전까지만 해도 엡스타인 리스트 파일과 관련된 음모론을 제기했던 트럼프 행정부가 갑자기 미온적인 태도를 보이자 지지층 내부에서 불만이 터져나왔습니다. 이른바 마가 세력과 공화당 내부에서도 투명한 공개를 요구하고 나섰습니다.
So I think it really takes a hearing and then we'll see what happens after that.
보수 진영의 내용이 커지자 트럼프 대통령은 엡스타인과 관련된 연방 대배심 증언 자료 공개를 법무부에 지시했지만 FBI 수사 자료 전체 중 일부가 될 걸로 보여 논란이 쉽게 가라앉지 않고 있습니다. SBS 한상우입니다.
He's dead, he's gone. I call it the Epstein hoax.
Because Epstein is the key.
Then show us. Release that content.
If there's nothing there, show the blank sheet.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? People still talking about this guy, this creep? Legendary Rupert Murdoch and Larry Ellison. So they are two legends in business, publishing, and I have great respect for Rupert Murdoch. I disagree with him a lot of times with the Wall Street Journal, but that's all right.
Important Act, the Genius Act.
That they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
The greatest president ever, President Donald Trump, who is killing it right now.
She has created an embarrassment and also a PR crisis for the president of the United States. And now people are talking about how they're not going to support the president and they're not going to show up to vote in the midterms. Totally insane.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
My response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
You said that he would support you releasing additional credible evidence from the Epstein investigation. Is that something that you are open to doing? He said this just a few months ago.
This today is about fentanyl. That's the message that we're here to send today. Nothing about Epstein. I'm not going to talk about Epstein.
I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste, okay? Now, other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. He was very well known in Palm Beach. I was never there. But many years ago, I threw him out. I'm not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein. I did have a falling out a long time ago. I haven't spoken to him in probably 15 years or more.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. We have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? She says, I gave you all the credible information. And if she finds any more credible information, she'll give that too. What more can she do than that? I mean, honestly, what more can she do? And we do have bigger problems. All it is the Republicans, certain Republicans got duped by the Democrats, and they're following a Democrat playbook.
Would you consider appointing a special counsel to investigate the Jeffrey Epstein investigation?
I have nothing to do with it. He's dead. He's gone. No, it's I call it the Epstein hoax.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. We have all of the things. Are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
Credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
You said that he would support you releasing additional credible evidence from the Epstein investigation. Is that something that you are open to doing? He said this just a few moments ago.
This today is about fentanyl and people who have lost loved ones to fentanyl. That's the message that we're here to send today. Nothing about Epstein. I'm not going to talk about Epstein.
Mr. President, I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your Attorney General told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that?
It's not the Attorney General, no. I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. The sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people.
Will you ask Attorney General Pam Bondi to release more documents to finally put this controversy to bed?
Whatever's credible, she can release it. It's just a subject. Good. She says, I gave you all the credible information. And if she finds any more credible information, she'll give that too. What more can she do than that? I mean, honestly, what more can she do? And we do have bigger problems. And all it is the Republicans, certain Republicans got duped by the Democrats, and they're following a Democrat playbook. Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I didn't know. Thank you.
If there's information about that
misrepresented on all this, go watch the interview. We're for transparency. You need to have all of the credible information released for the American people to make their decision.
That all the content was created kind of like the Russian hoax and that kind of stuff. Okay, then show us. Release that content. Then the American people can get mad, at the people that were creating the false narratives, right?
It should be transparent.
The president says it's time to move on.
That's fine. That's fine, but I don't want to see him hurt in this. It looks like they don't want to present everything, but maybe we hadn't. If there's nothing there, show the blank sheet.
Probably could explain a little bit better, but end of the day, that's way down the list of what we have to get done in this country to survive.
Epstein, because Epstein is the key that picks the lock.
Binding together and saying we all want.
Aimed at mobilizing young conservatives.
We need to get to the bottom of Epstein, because Epstein is the key that picks the lock.
And saying we all want the Epstein files. And I said, come on, Donald, give us those files.
Donald Trump, he promised them, so he needs to do it. No matter who's on them, we need to release the Epstein files.
I would like to see that also, but I think the Attorney General, the credibility is very important.
you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are?
No, but I lost a lot of faith in certain people. Yeah, I lost because they got duped by the Democrats.